When this sort of thing heads your way, having a storm shelter is peace of mind, a safe place to go when storms hit. While many people are taking the important step of installing a shelter, they may not have considered what happens after the storm. In some cases, shelters are covered with debris, trapping occupants inside. Eventually, someone will find you, but wouldn't you rather that be sooner rather than later?
If I'm stuck in it, I want emergency workers to be able to get to me as soon as fast as possible. So I absolutely would be registering so they know exactly where I am.
And that's the key, getting your storm shelter registered.
So we can use the app to locate the shelter that's now located on this property.
But with advances in technology, registering your storm shelter is more than just providing a street address. These days, it also involves GPS coordinates.
So the Pinpoint Shelter Registry is a new way for us to locate your shelter in the time of a disaster and emergency to make it easier and faster for us to find you.
So we can track towards the house.
Moore firefighter Sean Nidell invented a mobile app that can actually locate your shelter to the exact spot on your property, not just a street address.
So basically, if we look at this map, it shows us a pin, and our blue dot is right at the base of the pin. The pin is this shelter location. So if we were in a sea of debris, we would know that we're relatively close to this shelter.
But as is the case with most technology, there are a few things that have to happen for it to work correctly. The most important is data collection. Most recent shelter installations include GPS coordinates during the registration process. For all the others, that information needs to be provided.
What we need help with is the 4,000 to 5,000 shelters that were installed prior to around May of 2014 on getting the GIS or GPS location coordinates for your shelter. So we've set up a website page at cityofmoore.com/pinpoint shelter, and it allows you to go in and kind of update the registry with your information.
We can bring up information about the shelter, and this is what the inspections department pulls in. It gives us addresses, it gives us the size of the shelter, the location, or how many people might be in it if they're on any special medications. So we can kind of decide what we need to bring with us to this location.
Hopefully we'll never have to use it, but if we do, it gives us exact location of where their shelters are at, located in the garage or in the backyard or in a master bedroom closet. So we don't have to go hunting for where the shelter's at. We can pinpoint it exactly where they're located.
To ensure firefighters can utilize this technology to find your shelter, you'll need to do the following. Go online to cityofmoore.com/pinpoint shelter and fill out the form about your shelter, including the GPS coordinates. If you're not sure what the coordinates are, you can use the map feature on the page to get the latitude and longitude. If all of that is a bit much, you can also call the Moore Fire Department at 793-5110, and they'll send out a firefighter to help determine your shelter's GPS coordinates.
We just want to make sure that our first responders have the most accurate location of your shelter on your property in a time of disaster. So the only time we will need to use that information or provide it to any of our first responders will be at the time of a natural disaster, which we all pray and hope never happens again.
But you know what they say, pray for the best, expect the worst. Be prepared and get your shelter registered with GPS coordinates today at cityofmoore.com/pinpoint shelter.